So you want to be in the insurance business. Maybe someone has talked to you about the benefits of being a life or health producer or even property and casualty. Insurance is one of the most rewarding careers and lucrative careers a person can choose. I know insurance agents right now that are making more money than doctors and lawyers and are just simple high school graduates at that. The fact of the matter is, if you're motivated, self-determined, and have the ability to build rapport and authority with people, you can make really good money and help a lot of people in the insurance profession. The question becomes, should you become a captive agent or a free agent? What are the difference? What are the benefits? That's what I want to cover right now. Number one, a captive agent has a lot of their commissions taken out. There is the office, the management, all of this hierarchy. The money, the commissions that the company pays goes through 5 and 6 hands before it gets down to the producer. So you have to understand, being a captive agent, while it does have some benefits, you do lose a lot of your commission. As a free agent, an independent agent if you will, it's you, probably one other layer like a field marketing organization, which is called FMO, or independent marketing organization, which is called IMO. You have that layer and then you. So the hands that it has to filter through is much less, which means most of the time, not all the time, but the norm is an independent agent, a free agent, has about twice as much commissions paid out. So if one policy is paying you 50% commissions on the annualized premiums, a free agent would probably be making 100% or more. So that's number one. Number two, if you're an independent free agent, you can sell anyone's product. As a captive agent, you can only sell the company that you have a captive contract with. You can only sell their products. What's the problem? Not every company, I don't care what their rating is, I don't care how long they've been around, I don't care what their reputation is. Every company has great products and weaker products. Some companies have a great whole life product. Other companies have a better universal life product. Other companies have really strong, great term life insurance products. Others have better annuity programs. Every company has strong and weak portfolios. As an independent free agent, you can pick and choose. I'm going to represent company A's whole life. I'm going to represent company B's term life. I'm going to represent company C's annuities, so forth and so on. So you're not stuck with one company only offering one product line. As a free agent, you can have multiple lines offering the best product for the best category for your client. The client always wins in that arena. Number three, as a free agent, you're independent. You manage yourself. There's no rah-rah meetings and have to go to conferences and meetings and trainings and how much you're going to write this week, what are you doing, what's your activity? None of that. As a captive agent, most captive agencies require certain office times, being there, having to be the way you manage your business, where you go, when you come and go, how you market. Now listen, there are state and federal regulations that tell you and inform you how you can advertise and how you can market products. However, these big captive agencies, because they don't even want to, for instance, most captive agencies won't allow you to advertise on social media. There's no law against advertising on social media. There are laws against what you can say and guaranteeing returns and all that nonsense. But you can advertise and say, hey, I'm this, I'm that, I'm here, call me if I can help. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no law against it. However, a lot of captive agencies handcuff you in how you can do business, which gives free agents a competitive edge. So even if you go into a captive agency, you're already losing market share because there's a guy out there like Terry Wilson that's going to call, going to advertise, going to do everything legal, but going to be able to reach your clients in ways that you can't because your company don't want to risk you saying something improper on social media or somewhere else and getting them in trouble because they're a huge target with the FCC. Number 4, health and retirement benefits. This is where captive agents do better. Most captive agencies will give their employees, because you are an employee of theirs, they will give them benefits, retirement plans. They will give them health benefits. As an independent free agent, you are self-employed. What benefits do you get? You get what you provide for yourself. So you do have to take that in consideration. I would argue because you're able to do better business, that is, you're able to market a lot more extensively and without the shackles of a large company, and because your commissions are twice as much, you can afford to buy your own benefits, and that really doesn't become a quote-unquote benefit. However, I have clients that came to me and say, Terry, I want to get into the insurance business, but I've got this health issue. It's a pre-existing condition, and for whatever reason, ACA or whatever didn't work out. Then that client right there, I would say, okay, here is a captive agency I refer people to, and I think it would be a benefit to you. 5th, I alluded to it earlier about being shackled and being controlled and being managed by corporate structure, but I have to go back to it. It's a huge thing for me, time. I have no set office hours. I will come in at noon sometimes and knock off at 3 o'clock. I've done that other agents because I'm not paid on time. I'm paid on production and execution. That's what commission is all about. Captive agency, because they're running an office and they have office hours and they have people coming there, they're going to make you be there at a certain time and produce and blah, 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 and have certain activities. You don't have that as a free agent. So if you like that structure, maybe you need that to be able to produce, then a captive agency is right for you. However, if you're self-motivated, you can manage your own schedule, then I like the independent free agency. 6th, and finally, I go on vacation all the time. You can't do that as a captive agent. You are an employee in that environment, which means you're going to have 2, 3, 4, 6, whatever weeks a year that they give you for the privilege of working for them and getting paid commission. So I like the free agency platform for that reason as well. I can go on vacation as long as I want. I don't have to justify it. I don't have to rationalize it. I don't have to beg for it. I just go because I am self-employed. And there's a lot of programs out there, you know, that old adage, you work for yourself but not by yourself. You as an independent agent can still get in agencies that are all independent, that gives you the support you want without the control that some captive agencies will provide. Here's what I would recommend. If you are going to go to a captive agency, number 1, the benefits better be great. And number 2, you should never, and I mean never, have to prospect, cold call, buy leads. Because how are they justifying having 50% of your commission? How do they justify it? If I'm having to go out and generate my own leads, if I'm having to go out and buy leads, if I'm having to go out and hustle to find a new client, then what are they earning that 50% off of my commissions for? That's why I tell people, you as soon, at the very minute you learn the skill set of learning how to get in front of people that need, want, desire, and can afford your products, goods, and services, you are a free man or woman. You need no one, because I don't care if you're in your insurance, real estate, direct sales, restaurant, retail, ministry, coaching, it doesn't matter. Everything requires people. And the moment you can get in front of the right people to offer your goods and services is the moment you need no one, and that's what we offer at TW3. I recruit people in the insurance business all the time, and based on what their desires are that I just went through, I say, hey, become independent. Here's a way you can get contracted. Here's a platform you can generate your own business, or go and become a captive agent because of your special needs. But I want to encourage you, if you do decide to go captive, make sure that agency that you're going captive with is providing the value that warrants the loss of commission that you're giving up. This is Terry with TerryWilson3.com.